International Day for Elimination of Racial Discrimination is observed each year on the 21st of March. This year's observance is of special significance as it falls during the 75th anniversary of the United Nations Universal Declaration for Human Rights and the 60th anniversary of the United Nations Declaration on the Elimination of All Forms of Racial Discrimination. The Universal Declaration of Human Rights proclaims that all persons are equal in dignity and human rights. It decrees that everyone, regardless of race, color, or nationality, is entitled to the enjoyment of such rights. As a consequence, it declares that all human beings should act in brotherhood and sisterhood towards each other. Respect for the human rights of individuals lies at the very foundation of human dignity and consequently must form the basis of eliminating racial discrimination. The United Nations Declaration on the Elimination of All Forms of Racial Discrimination, in turn, asserts that doctrines of racial superiority are scientifically false, morally condemnable, socially unjust and dangerous, unjustifiable, and an affront to human dignity and human rights. Article 9.2 of the Declaration is emphatic in stating, all incitement to or acts of violence, whether by individual or organizations, against any race or group of persons of another color or ethnic group, shall be considered an offense against society and punishable by law. My government remains committed to the process of eliminating all forms of racial discrimination. We work daily, long and hard through our One Guyana initiative to promote equality, compassion, opportunities, and stability for the advancement of all Guyanese. We take seriously any attempts to instigate racial animosity and racial violence within our country. We severely condemn attempts that provoke racial conflict in our society and will ensure that those guilty are subject to the sanctions imposed by law. On this International Day for Elimination of Racial Discrimination, I urge all Guyanese to reject racially laced rhetoric or to be misled by those who wish to use race and ethnicity to stoke divisions and hatred in our society. My government will continue under the One Guyana agenda to promote harmonious relations within our society, relations that are rooted in respect for human rights, the multicultural character of our society, and the equal dignity of all. I continue to urge all Guyanese to refute every tongue that utters threats and instigates hatred. In so doing, we will ensure that no weapon aimed at dividing our people and pitting any segment against another shall prosper. As we work to excise the cancer of racial discrimination from our societies, let us join the international community in heralding the importance of this day, which reminds us that no matter the color of one's skin, we are all part of this common human family, and each of us is equal in dignity and rights.